If you've ever struggled with being confident or struggled with finding your own self in the midst of other people, then this video is especially for you, so keep watching. People don't tend to realize that to some people it takes a whole lot of effort to be able to get out of your comfort zone. This is not even a matter of being lazy. Sometimes it's just a whole struggle for you to express yourself whilst other people are watching you, because there's this constant fear of people judging you or you not being accepted, and we don't want to deal with disappointment. I know this a lot and I can relate to this because I am not naturally a confident person. I've always been shy all my life, but with time I've gotten better. I'm not there yet, but I think I am able to help you all to learn based on my past experiences, and hopefully you get better also. So I remember I've had stage frights all my life. In school there have been times I had to either represent my school or have to talk to an audience, you know, those situations where everywhere else is silent and everyone is waiting to hear from you, and then your voice starts shaking uncontrollably, or your hands start having tremors, or you start hyperventilating, you know, stuff like that. Most of those times we can't control it. We want to actually look confident, we want to be, you know, show people what we're actually made of, but it's like our body fails us. If you've ever been in that situation, know that you're not alone and you can actually overcome it. It's just a thing of the mind. So keep watching. And don't get me wrong, it's totally fine for you to be a reserved person, for you to be not the limelight kind of person, but there are times in our lives where it's actually needed for us to step up, you know, for us to, you know, show people what we're made of, for us to be able to tackle or handle whatever situation we're in. So it's not even about you being, you know, like being in on the stage or you being in front of a lot of people. It might also be like just self-confidence, which is actually very important, because there is this thing I've learned about people. Everyone will always have something to say. Everyone will always have something to say. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, whether you're so good or you're so bad, everyone always has something to say. So it's like it's kind of other people's job for them to think whatever they want, for them to say whatever they want. But everything boils down on you, how you respond to these things and how you decide to view yourself. So you be you decide what you want. So I'll be discussing with you today 6 different points on how to boost your confidence, and I'll be starting by saying that you first of all have to understand who you are. You have to understand yourself. That's the first point, understanding yourself. It's okay if you're not that girl, it's okay if you're not that boy, okay? You have to first of all understand who you are. You have to understand your strong points, your weak points, you know, what you can do freely, what you cannot do, what you are uncomfortable doing, what you like, what you don't like. So it's like actually studying yourself, looking into the mirror and seeing who you are, what you know you are and other people don't see. All of these things that's to be taken into account. You have to actually know you are first of all. Second point is to be yourself. In this whole world, it's very easy for us to want to be like other people. I mean, this isn't a bad thing. We could have role models that we look up to, you know, but there's this old you know, archaic saying that says be yourself, every other person is taken. I mean, it's an old saying, but it's still very much applicable in our lives today. We are so engrossed into being like this person, into, you know, pursuing to be like this person. You want to copy this person. It's very okay for us to emulate, you know, whatever good character we see from other people and try to like adapt it into our own lives. But you should know that you're on your own journey, and you're on the journey of actually setting a new standard, of breaking a new record. But if you are so immersed into other people's lives because you want to be exactly like them, then you're gonna lose out on yourself because you will never be discovered. So be yourself, accept your weaknesses, accept your struggles, accept your your strong points and everything. That's what makes you who you are. Because you struggle with a lot of things, because you're not good at so many things, doesn't actually mean that you're not going to be great, doesn't mean you're not going to succeed. Okay, once you actually understand yourself, the first point, right, then be yourself. Be proud of who you are. There's always room to grow, there's always room for improvement. So don't stop at where you are right now, because it's not the end, it's just the starting point. So becoming you every single day. Be in a competition with just yourself. You're in a competition with being better than who you were yesterday, not in a competition with anybody. And I think this is really important, and I think that most of us forget about this part. As I said, embracing your weaknesses, embracing your struggles and everything. If you're not good at something, keep doing it. Be consistent with it. Keep doing that rubbish, keep doing that thing. It won't kill you, okay? Keep doing it. You'll get better at it every single time. Just keep on doing it, no matter what critics you get, no matter no matter the discouragements you actually receive from people. Just keep being at it. Your whole story should be revolved around you being better at what you're doing. And I know that most of what goes around our heads, say we have to present something, or we have to stand in front of a lot of people and everything. If you're introverted like I am, you would know that sometimes it's always very, very difficult, like to be able to actually socialize, not actually socializing per se, but to be able to show that you're actually there, not just covered in the crowd and everything. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I know there are situations where we actually need to stand up, or we need to say, for example, you're working in a company, right, and you need to actually defend something, or you need to like pitch some ideas and everything, but you're not so good with words, or but the idea is there, the knowledge is there, the creativity is there, but for you to like just bring it out is always very difficult. I'm going to say you have to just keep practicing, okay? It won't kill you. The first few times will be horrible, trust me. It's gonna be horrible, because people's eyes can actually swallow, but they won't swallow you. The earth won't swallow you up, okay? Those moments when it's like, okay, this is the last moment, and I want to like back out, I want to give up at the very last moment. Don't, okay? Just keep on at it. It's gonna get like better, it's gonna get easier with time. If you're thinking of starting something, if you're thinking of launching something, don't wait for other people to cheer you on or to criticize you or something. There's always like time for like good critics, or people's opinions to help you, to shape you to where you're going. But don't wait for these things, okay? Try to discover yourself. The thing is, no matter what, as I said before, right, say you starting something, you decided to like show this part of you to like the whole world, you decided to like start this thing. Could be dance, it could be singing or anything, but you're horrible at it, but you can't get better if you don't keep on doing it, right? You have to like keep on doing it, you have to keep on doing it. It's a process, it's a gradual process. And obviously, like if you're starting something that's no one has seen you with before, it's new to everyone, people would always have something to say. You might be lucky for people to actually encourage you, cheer and everything, but also don't let that get into your head, because then you would keep on depending on other people to like keep like cheering you on, keep supporting you, and when the support is not there, you get discouraged. So as I said, be independent on whatever you're doing. No, everything all depends on you, right? So if you start doing something and you're not really good at it at the beginning, which is perfectly normal, right? If you decide to like start something and people are criticizing you, people are not really giving what you're expecting, right, just keep at it, because with time they'll get used to it, they'll get used to you, and you will get used to them. So it's totally fine, all right? It's always the first stage that proves difficult, but with time you'll get used to it, trust me. The next point is practice in front of the mirror. Practice when nobody's around. If you're supposed to like give an interview, or you're supposed to like give a speech or anything, it's best for you to first of all practice with yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. I know some of us, we don't like seeing ourselves in the mirror, can never be me, sha. But keep practicing in front of the mirror. Assume, like, assume there is an imaginary crowd besides you and give it all. I know that thing is in you, but you just need to show the world. Don't be shy. Everyone is just like you, okay? Everyone is human also. We're the same, all right? So don't feel ridiculed. Don't feel like belittled, like they're overshadowing you, like you're being timid. Don't. It's all in the mind, all right? You're bigger than that. You can do it, literally, all right? So like practice in the mirror. I think for me, when I first started my YouTube channel, I used to have like issues with actually staring in front of the camera. Me personally, if you've actually taken your time to see, you would know that I do not like eye contact. I barely make eye contact to people. There's very few exceptions, but most times if you're talking to me, I'm just looking elsewhere. My eyes are just like going round. Or I mean, I could gaze at you, I could stare at you, but once you like return that favor, I'm out. And yeah, I mean, with time I kind of got more comfortable with like talking on the camera. I mean, I talk to myself normally, that's fine, but like talking like straight to the camera, imagine that I'm actually talking to yourself people, and it's like totally fine for me. I'm still not there yet. I still struggle with like eye contact and everything, but I know I'm getting better. So practice in front of the mirror, and if you have your circle of close friends, you could also ask them to help you. I mean, just help you to like just listen, right? So just practice in front of them, and then you keep getting better. One thing that helps me is to take deep breaths. I take deep breaths before I do anything, before I start anything, and it helps me to like just relax, because you could get like very anxious. Say you're about to like give a speech, you could get very anxious, very nervous, and you suddenly forget everything you like memorized and everything. It has happened to me a lot of times actually back in school. But just take deep breath, relax, drink water, give yourself words of affirmations. I can do this. Like, this is easy peasy for me. I know within myself that I am capable of doing this. I just need to let it out. I can actually do this. Like, no one is gonna bite me. The last thing I'll be sharing today is not push yourself too hard. Just because you didn't get it the first time, the second time, the third time doesn't mean it's over. Okay, it's a gradual process. As I said, there'll be times of highs and lows. Even if you get it today, it doesn't mean to relax and relent on like tomorrow's on, and then like you get too comfortable and then everything messes up. So like it's a gradual process. You have to just be steady, okay? Just accept it for whatever it is. If you don't get it this time around, there's always room to like get it the next time. So it's totally fine, okay? Here's the thing, you can actually do it. You know it yourself, you can do it. Many people confuse people that like do not like to like talk, reserved people and everything, to being, timid. I've met like several people that were very reserved, very cool, but once they opened their mouth, wisdom just flowed from them. Like you could literally hear this authoritative like confidence from them, and it's like something to actually admire. I actually did not have to research on this topic at all, because I know that I've been struggling with this like for years now, but I've gotten better with time. There are things that I would never have done before, but now I'm doing it. So for example, I have to sing in front of people. For me, I find it easier to concentrate more when I close my eyes to sing. It might be a different thing for you, but I just feel like I am able to like just calm down when I'm not literally looking at people, because when I start reading people's like faces and everything, it's gonna distract me, and then it's gonna make me nervous, and then I just freak out in middle of it. But you don't want that to happen to you. So if you're in that situation, you could also try closing your eyes, something like that. But if it's like something you have to actually communicate like visually with your audience, just try, don't stare at a particular person like too long, okay? You can turn off for like 3 seconds and then move on to the next person, or like just go somewhere else and then go back again. So it's totally fine. This thing needs practice, all right? And yeah, I really hope all of these things helped you. It has helped me. Like it's still helping me, and if I eventually find out more ways that be of help to you, I'll definitely like love to share. And if also you have like suggestions, you could put it down in the comment section below. I'd be glad to listen to everything. And yes, we've come to the end of this video, and I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.